Hey, Spuddies! Potato Big Whiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Age of Wonders 4. We are playing a very fun, evil, high culture game. We are being a high tyrant. In fact, I think our main objective this episode is to conquer the city of Shinespire, potentially crack out a couple of scouts, maybe conquer a few more of these dens. I'd like to clear a Father Oak as well, and I think the Pyromancy book is actually going to come in really handy for that, depending on what's in here. I'd love to conquer the Guardian Tree as well. I'd love to just conquer Shinespire and then continue to develop my empire. Maybe get to tier 2 magic. Maybe even the edge of tier 3, that would be ideal. So I'm probably going to hold for one more turn of healing here. It'll also give me another turn to get this Pyromancer up to join my army, because my army's a little bit low on health, so I want them to be nice and healthy before we move out. Now, in terms of arcane research, I think it might be good to get Ignite. Fiery arrows will be good. Yeah, the extra fire damage is super important. I'm going to go ahead and take that. We'll go to the next turn, especially because I'm relying pretty heavily on my Dusk Hunters for my DPS right now. So getting them plus 4 damage would be quite good. I do actually have an Exalted Dusk Hunter, which is really fun. I think that's a really, really cool situation to be in, because I believe they get the Eagle Eye ability, which will give them Eagle Eye gives them +1 range, which is fantastic. Does it show up somewhere here? Here we go. Legend, Exalted Legend, Eagle Eye. They get 20% accuracy, which is like a 20% damage increase if they hit more often, and +1 range on their abilities. Super great. So I think my stacks are healed up enough now. Let's go ahead and push towards the objective. Sunshrine can annex another province. Now we do have a forester in here. I think the thing we want to get is a farm so we can build up the vendor. So let's go ahead and I will pop a farm right here on the Arcanium ore, which will get me 10 production and 10 mana, which is nice. So just building up that city. Then we'll go for the vendor, and for the artisan workshop we'll get a quarry next. So we're just going to keep building up these cities. We do have new development empire skills unlocked. I think I'm going to take impressment. That'll take me from 79 gold per turn to 93. So that's a real big cost savings, and it's actually going to be enough now to where I can start to consider building up my third stack, which is exactly what I'm going to do. And it's going to be a mixture of probably Dawn Defenders and Dusk Hunters. So we'll get those recruited fairly quickly. Also, I need to deal with this Invader stack too. This is costing me money right now. But I think conquering Shinespire is more important than defending my territory, because momentum is everything in basically any strategy game. Like the speed that you move forward at is quite important. So we may as well clear out a couple of nodes on the way. If they're convenient and easy kills. Like this should be an easy battle. You know what? Actually, I think I'm just going to pass and go for the war. Maybe that's a better move. Because if I take damage, this stack will have to hang around and heal, where if I just go straight for the kill, I think I can take out Shinespire pretty quick. There's Fiery Arrows. We will go ahead and immediately cast Fiery Arrows so that we can start to benefit from that. We've also completed Tier 1 Magic. Now, we 100% want the Tome of the Doom Herald, mainly because I want Joy Siphoners. I want my people to be inflicting negative morale. But the question is, do I go for the Tome of Inquisition first to get Mass Condemnation, Inquisitor, the Tribunal, Burden of Guilt, the Inquisitor's Zeal, which would give Zeal to my ranged units? I really like the idea of getting Zeal on my ranged units. Or do I go for the Tome of the Doom Herald first, because this has the Doom Depth Trench, which will give me a ton of mana and knowledge for every alignment level but no neutral. And it'll also give me the Joy Siphoners to reduce enemy morale, and the Prelude to Doom that will give enemies demoralized, and Cruel Weaponry, which gives me extra damage against people with low morale. So the Tome of the Doom Herald is very much so a win more kind of tome. I feel like Joy Siphoners, yeah, I think we go for the Tome of Inquisition here. Being able to give my heroes Zeal is going to be fantastic. The Tithe Collector is a fantastic gold producing tile improvement as well. Order Affinity is really handy. The Inquisitor is a really nice tier 3 skirmisher. We'll also have access to just some generally really good stuff here. Now, Mass Condemnation. Honestly, all of these spells are amazing and I want them all, but unfortunately you can only lock one thing. I'm going to go for Inquisitor Zeal to give my ranged unit Zeal. That will be really helpful. And then I feel that while the Inquisitor is really good, I think it would be more important for me to get Mass Condemnation as a really good damage debuff spell. There's Fiery Arrows. The nice thing, there's actually quite a bit of synergy between Condemnation and Inflicting Burning, because the Condemnation ability, I believe, if I show you the tactical spell here, Condemnation actually lowers enemy status resistance, which means you have a better chance of inflicting burning. So there's quite a bit of synergy between my build as it currently stands. Now, Shinespire has sent a war party to me, which is actually handy because I'm going to be able to fight them and get some benefit from that. Another infestation sent an army. So yeah, we're going to be under siege a little bit here in the capital, which is just a bit of a problem, but it's something we can deal with with enough time and energy. So they burnt down my quarry because they're jerks. I'm going to go ahead and let's see. So we can do Infernal Invaders. I'm going to accept that quest. That's fine. Let me go ahead and do... I would love to do Searing Blades, but I think I need to summon Zealots. I'm going to summon 2 Zealots into this army, and then I'll recruit 2 more Dusk Hunters. And that should get me up to a 6 stack. That might be able to take these guys on. Should be doable. Hell yeah. Let's keep on pushing. We're going to push kind of not too aggressively because we need to get these army stacks together. We've got a lot of fighting ahead of us that we need to push towards Shinespire, but this is going to be a series of amazing battles. I'm going to have a great time with these. You actually built the Pyromancer. Let me go ahead and cancel this Dusk Hunter. And if you make your way back to the capital city, I think that should be enough. Now, my capital city can expand its stuff again. I was hoping to do this. I think I'm going to go for the farm next. Yes, I could go for the Forester. If I go for the Forester, I would go for the Estate Hall. I think I need the money more. So let me see. Is there a gold mine somewhere? What is this? This is Arcanium ore. This will be another 10 production, 10 mana. Perfect. So I'll take that. We did the quest of cultivation, so we can get a bunch of food and grow faster, or we can gain a whole insane amount of mana. That is a ridiculous amount of mana. Hell yeah, we're up to 143 mana per turn. That's insanity. And we should be able to build that mint. I'm actually going to prioritize the mint because I actually make enough mana now. So plus 20 gold is far more important at my current gold level. And I have an extra Arcanium ore, which I can sell to the AI when I eventually meet one. We do have a rally going. I could recruit another fairy. The summer fairy is quite good. It would be nice to have a healer for this. Maybe I'll cancel the zealot and instead I will recruit. Do I want a healer or do I want a ranged booster? That's the real question. Oh, is Spring Fairy not available? Does this like change what's available over time? What's going on? Yeah, Spring Fairy isn't available. Does it change over time? Huh, there's no Spring Fairy available. Well, I guess I'll take a healer then. Yeah, I'll take the Summer Fairy. It seems okay. I would have preferred a Spring Fairy because those things seem really good. We have met Cruel Bright Lord. I'm going to go ahead and negotiate with him. How would you like to buy some Arcanium ore? He'll give you 100 gold for that. I'll take it. It seems fine. Which is also going to be a reason for him to not declare war on me. Remember that's an important thing. Okay, we're actually up against some pretty tough stacks here, but they are plant-based. Some vegan stacks. So what are we looking at in terms of abilities here? He's got Endurance Training, Death Blast. Damn, he's got a really good staff. Mana Unchained. Inspiring Leader, Endurance. So what I might do is just step back a tile and see if he attacks me. Because if he attacks me, we'll just fight his stack alone. So we're just kind of trying to predict what the AI might do here in any given situation. Right, so Sunshrine has grown. Let's grab ourselves the Quarry for the plus 15 production income. That also means things like the Artisan Workshop and the Shrine are on the table. Let's do it. Get those cheap buildings, build the city up. It's making 50 mana per turn, which is kind of sick. Units recruited through the Valley of Lieges have plus 2 rank upon recruitment. That actually seems quite good for those Summer Fairies. Plus 2 ranks on Summer Fairies, so, I'll take that. I am making use of the Rally of Lieges, so it seems like a reasonable thing to do. Now, I'm wondering if this guy will attack me. I assume the AI is pretty, straightforward. They're just being aggressive, so they should, in theory, yeah. Now, this should be a really easy auto combat, but I actually want to fight this because it looks like a fun battle. Now, we are going to... Oh, there's a bridge fight, dude. Oh, that's amazing. So, let's get the melee units over. Right, hero positioned here. Providing shielding, get my 3 archers into position, bring my pyromancers over, bring my awakeners over. I guess I will awaken you. Pyromancers over. Oh, this is amazing, dude. And I guess just everyone defense mode is fine. So I'm going to let them approach me. All right, let's set up the battle lines. I want my fire mages on the back ranks here. Let's awaken the inner radiance of my stack. So they're all awakened, big damage buffs. Then we are going to go ahead and just defense mode. So we have multiple overlapping defense modes providing defense. Let's see what they do. So here they come. I'm going to cast Budding Strength on my ranged units. This will make it so they have True Strike, so they can't miss. I'm also going to cast Inspiring Chant to give all of my units plus 10 morale and all of my Zeal units strength. I'm going to defense mode shield wall to protect my front line. I'm going to defense mode shield wall on the left here. Then I'm going to make sure all of these guys face forward and have their defense modes active so that they can tank the charge that's coming. Right, all the defense modes are active. Now my pyromancers can activate. Perhaps we should wait a turn to use our pyromancers. Let's go ahead. We got a 16% chance of inflicting burning. Feels good. 13% chance. Let's fire that. 30 damage. Boom, boom, boom. They resisted burning. It's a pretty low chance. They got fire weakness. Let's try to focus fire on the good stuff. Oh man, I'm loving this damage. This opening salvo is disgusting. Now, I reckon we just drop the big AoE damage, especially because we can set hexes on fire with this. So we just did so much damage on the opening turns. Now they have to respond to us. Let's go ahead and awaken this guy. I definitely need to get the dormant enchantments ability. That like needs to happen. So let's see what they do. They're probably going to try to heal each other and do all sorts of cool stuff. Yeah, there's the healing that's coming in. Now, they can only do that once per battle, I'm pretty sure. That's big damage on him, which is scary. Big damage, big damage. Now, let's go ahead. I think we are going to do a Warding Blessing on you. That'll give you bolstered resistance. I'm also going to cast a Mending Awakening to keep you nice and healthy. These are spear units, so we don't want to hit them like that. So we'll just focus fire with our pyros. Boom, boom, boom. And it should be a very straightforward blast. Oh man, that's just gross. Now morale is high. I'm going to overchannel. I'm going to overchannel and condemn their hero. Is now the moment I attack? No. But by condemning him, I make him way more likely to get the burning effect and also make him just way weaker to damage. Right now. Yeah, we're charging. Now, let's have a look at their morale. Their morale is already low. Let's bring my hero up behind. I'm going to put him into defense mode. That will give this guy +5 defense, by the way. It's insane. And I'll put my 2 zealots in position in defense mode to protect the flanks. This shield unit is not really useful for the battle because my hero's acting as the shield unit, so we'll see. We're going to take a little bit of burning damage, as are they. Oh, shit. Okay, so we lost a zealot, but we do have a healing ability. Right, so let's come in here. We're going to do a Warding Blessing on you. I'm going to cast regen on you. Let's storm the front with our mages. You're going to come forward and you're going to drop the True Strike ability. So we're storming the bridge now. You're going to cancel their retaliation. So I think the big thing is we need to get some kills. So let's choose what we focus fire on. I think if we focus fire on that center one, we can get this archer into a bad position. So we'll focus fire this guy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's in a bad way. So that's the center guy dead. Now I'm willing to take this charge strike. I'm willing to take that counterattack so you can get up there. I'd love to do a bit of damage to him. I'd love to bring his health down. He will kill. That's the thing. He does too much damage. So can we maybe cut down one of these units if we get a little bit of DPS in? Still gonna kill. Maybe we can kill one. And now he should survive. Perfect. You know what? If that hero dies, this ain't a big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a Warding Blessing just in case. Now, the damage is just... it's just gross. Set this guy on fire. His morale is basically dead. Boom. And that was a very, very clean battle on my behalf, I feel. Couple of zealots got low. Bunch of units leveled up. Fantastic. We collected 250 science from killing an enemy hero. That was level 5. Just overall, a really great battle. I'm going to go ahead and move forward here. I'm going to build an outpost here so that my units can heal up on the front line. I would love to fight this stack, but I would have to fight 2 stacks with a couple of weak units. Especially my Christoph. Muddier being weak on health. We've got to deal with this spider stack. I'm pretty sure this stack can auto-combat it, which is fantastic. At a cost of like a little bit of mana. This is a pretty decent stack that we've just built here, right? It's got a Summer Fairy with a heal, a Pyromancer with an AoE damage, a shield unit to provide frontline, a fighter to provide frontline, and then 2 ranged DPS. So everything is looking pretty good here. And then once I deal with these infestations, I can send you to the front line as well to assist. Yeah, I don't know if I want to attack this turn. Do I? Maybe it's the best turn to attack. Maybe I should wait until I do Inquisitor's Zeal. Maybe I'll try to cast Inquisitor's Zeal first, I think. Mass Condemnation is also quite a good spell. We'll get to work on that. Let's drop Inquisitor's Zeal, and that will attack next turn with that. Also, my hero leveled up. Now, Searing Weapons isn't so good on a hero that attacks only once, but the 20% damage against targets that are burning is quite good, and there are a lot of things that inflict burning here. I think, though, I would really like to get Zeal. So where is Zeal? Zeal's a tier 2 ability. What do you currently have in terms of abilities? You have Quake, which is a battle mage ability. I'm going to go ahead, and you're more of an offensive guy, but you should still take defensive abilities. I could also completely change how you play, but I feel like Quake is such a good spell, even though it's technically battle magic. Yeah, I'm going to take Vigor. I'm going to maybe build you into like more of a support hero. I'll take Vigor to give you a little bit of health, and we'll build you maybe around being a support hero. Tyrannus Squall could take Zeal now. He's not really a frontline fighter though, that's the thing. I wouldn't mind getting stuff like, Coordinated Strike would lower enemy evasion. And yeah, Coordinated Strike feels really good with his current army setup actually, because he's got those 3 archers in there. So now these guys will inflict marked with their attacks, meaning every time they attack someone, it gets easier to hit them. So in conjunction with this Spring Fairy, giving them True Strike, this is just, yeah, this has potential, I feel. I did collect the remains of Thanael Diama, and they do have some pretty good abilities, so I might sell this remain to get that Blight Staff. Right, okay, our outpost is in position, which is going to give us a place to heal our wounded. So I'm going to put the 2 wounded units over here in a nice safe place so they can heal. We'll bring the rest of our stack forward. We will be attacking and they will be joining the battle, but they'll be sitting somewhere safe. Now, if I auto-combat that, they would likely die, but I don't want them to die. And I also want to collect that 250 mana from killing another hero. So these 2 guys are going to sit far back. They are pushing far left here. I mean, I could push left. I think it would be better maybe if I set up a defensive line around here. So let's consider that. Like you there, you push to the right, you push to the right, you push to the right. Tyrannus Squall is going to hold the front line as well. Let's put our 3 archers right behind the front line and the Summer Fairy here. You 2 are going to retreat to a fairly safe area. And I'll get you to awaken just someone random because it's not important. All right, let's see what we can do. Okay, let's do Awaken Inner Radiance here. And then we're going to drop a Budding Strength. Do I want to cast another spell? Maybe I should bring you forward and heal you. Put my Pyromancer here, put my Battle Mage here. Well, he's not a Battle Mage, but yeah, I think I want to drop a fat heal on him just to give him a little bit of health. I'm going to Overchannel and then Defense Mode on my hero. I'm going to cast Warding Blessing on you just to bring him up to a reasonable amount of health so he can actually be used. Now, if I think I can bring down this hero, so I can do 39 damage 3 times. I could bring down this hero on the first turn of battle and completely make him, just take him out of the fight. I think that's going to be a really useful thing to do. Plus the marked. If this crits, no crit, sadly. But yeah, hero dying on the first turn of battle is like literally perfect situation. Okay. I'll keep you in the back. So these dogs are going to get a flank on us, which is fine. A little bit of strength and an awakening going on. True Strike removed. Boom. Taking a little bit of damage. One big vulnerability of me is that I don't have much in the way of healing. I shit out damage, that's for sure. So let's do Inspiring Chant. There's a whole bunch of morale. Everyone has high morale now. We need to get rid of these dogs. They have fire resistance, is a bit of a problem for me. So what if I were to blast you with you? Please hit. Okay, that's perfect. I just needed a graze so I could finish them. I could kill this scout. While the scout isn't a particularly dangerous unit, I think I'll drop a firestorm like here, and then I'll drop a firestorm here to set these tiles on fire. That's perfect. You're going to flank attack this bird. You're going to kill the bird, and then this archer will no longer be in zone of control, so they can attack. You can do giga damage. Boom, to the penguins. So we take the penguins off the field, and then you finish the penguins. The penguins are dealt with. And then I want you to deal with the birds. No, you could deal with the scouts with 2 attacks. It's perfect. And then you're going to awaken this bad boy. And then come forward and blast the doggos, because they have spirit weakness. Oh my god, we actually just dominated this battle. So everyone is kind of scared. They're worried. Okay, a little bit of a flank there. A little corpse eat. Do a little eating of the corpses. But this should be a very easy cleanup now. I'll take my Summer Fairy. I will cast the... Oh, I can't cast that on myself. Okay, that's interesting tech. You have to cast it on another unit. The fairy cannot cast it on itself. We gain True Strike now, which means we're just going to obliterate things with crits and like infinitely hitting abilities. So that should be the end. Yeah, they're fleeing. Perfect. More level ups, more experience, 250 stuff in the bank, and 69 money and a Giant's Bane. And honestly, I think we cleared the conduit too, so we should get mana from clearing that. Excellent. Right, you guys hide inside this outpost where you're nice and safe, and I'll keep these support units in the go. The nice thing is they do recover quite quickly in here, inside this domain. So these units will be ready to rejoin the front line soon. Now, I think we can clear this, and this will save us some money. How do we do? Oh, amazing. Perfect. So now we can go ahead and rebuild the quarry. So we took minimal damage from those domain invasions, which I'm very happy about. We did just unlock Mass Condemnation, which is a fantastic AoE condemned spell. Let's go. Oh, Tribunals are nice. 20 city stability and a little bit of knowledge. The stability is really useful. Burden of Guilt I'm less enamored with. I'll take Tribunal, and I'm really hoping to find Dormant Enchantment next turn. I don't actually need to build up this outpost, so I'm just going to leave it as is, and we're going to go ahead and cast. I should have cast this before the battle, but that's going to cost 10 mana per turn. I do need to be careful about my mana, because I do have currently fake mana from that event that's refilling my mana coffers, so just kind of have to be a little bit careful. Now, we did kill Locelot Diana, and he had a chest plate. He had some good equipment, so I'm going to go ahead and sell that remains. And then I should be able to come over to, in particular, this guy probably needs it a little bit more. But I think my main hero with a chestplate of vitality, not only does their like damage resistance go from 52%, right? So they're taking half damage. Now they're taking 61%. So now they're taking like, not half, I'm trying to think of how I, like they're taking 1/3 damage, basically. With one more armor, they would take 1/3 damage, which is insane. And the fact that they have over 100 health, which means they have like an effective HP of like 300. It's like this hero is ridiculous right now. The only unfortunate thing is that they don't have the when you hit me, you take damage ability. That would be sick. You could just teleport him into the enemy lines and just... Now, one thing I'm a little bit sad that I don't have is that I can't pillage provinces quickly. So I might have to take a risk here and split up my armies. I think I'm willing to risk my zealots for those pillages, but not anything more expensive. Like I'd be willing to, but yeah, I need to keep this army stack together. I'll come here and I'll pillage this. I'll keep these army stacks together, but like for the sake of these zealots, I'm definitely willing to pillage with those. I'm just going to give them another turn to heal. Although I guess if I'm using them to pillage, their health is like irrelevant, so I'll just send them out to go pillage. But this hero I definitely want to heal. Let's go ahead and cast another zealot to refill the zealot stack. If I'm using these to pillage, that's the great thing about having unit summons, is you can just like summon a unit into a pillaging position, and it's actually really, really useful. Right, so the City of Sunshine has continued to develop nicely. It's about to hit 5 pop. I'm going to go ahead and boost it to 5 pop with 18 Imperium, so that I can immediately start building the Atrium of Light, which will give it plus 10 gold and extra province annex range. And then in order to keep developing the city, I'm going to grab myself another farm. In particular, I'm interested in a gold mine eventually. Yeah, I'll drop a farm here on, there's actually so much gold potential here. So I want to put farms like away from those things, but I may as well pick up this Archon blood because eventually we will do it. So I'll drop a farm right there. Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be a city that builds like a gold guild. But with that farm boosted, we should be able to build a market faster, which is excellent, and the stonemason and the tavern. So we'll get the city built up economically really, really quickly. Let's finally cast Searing Blades, by the way. And then I'll also do another Summon Zealot immediately after that. My alignment changed to neutral. Why is that? No recent evil actions. Okay, so I need to start doing more evil stuff, which pillaging is. My game crashed. Devastating. So I'm hoping this time when I go through the turn, it doesn't crash on me. Okay, I think I got lucky and it was just a once-off crash, so I'm very happy with that. Sometimes it's quite rare for the game to crash for me, actually. I did go through a period where I had like an overheating problem and the game would crash like literally every 30 minutes on me. But that turned out to be an overheating problem, so I hope I'm not having more overheating. So, Return of the Wizard King. So I can gain Imperium, I can gain food, I can gain a Daylight Spear, or I can gain a bunch of mana. I think I'll take the mana. Having mana in the bank is always really useful as you move into the mid to late game. Let's start pillaging some province improvements, and I will summon a zealot to do even more pillaging. You're pretty well healed up. Let's go get up in this guy's face. I want to clear this stack. This is a level 6 hero, so there's a lot of potential like resources for us to gain here. We'll make the attack, hoping for a good auto combat. Oh, I think I can do better. I need to have a lot of health when I go into the city siege. All right, so our front line is a little bit thin, is the thing that we're doing here. So we're probably going to play around this area. All right, let's end the turn and we'll get everyone into position. All right, they do a nice little awakening. You go to there, point this way, shield. I will position you to here, you to here. You'll back out, you come this way, you come this way. Oh, no, a little bit of a misclick there. I'm going to go ahead and cast Awaken Inner Radiance first, boom. Then I'm going to overchannel, and this is now because these guys actually have Zeal. These Dusk Hunters actually have the Zeal ability. When I do Inspiring Chant here, their damage is gonna be insane, and they have a 100% chance to hit. So they have 2 stacks of Strengthened, then I do Budding Strength. Okay, so they already have like redonkulous range and damage. So now they're doing 42 damage per shot. Like that is insane. So you have 100 health. Do I want to kill this hero? How important is this? This Frostfire detonation would do a lot to me, so I think we just kill the hero. Boom, boom, boom. Hoping for a crit here. No chance for a crit, sadly. But that's okay, because we killed the hero on the first turn. with the siege archers, and then we just wait a turn. The enemies come forward. Oh man, they're lining up. They're letting me do it. Let's do another inspiring chant for even more strengthened. So now my entire army is just like, what are you doing, dude? You're just like letting me kill you. You're letting it happen. Like we're actually just obliterating. So this is the power of having really strong range units. We actually do so much damage. Like our tier 1 archers are like siege units. Imagine if we had tier 3 archers with the same kind of abilities. God, that would be gross. Look at this, 86 damage! Bro, that's insane. Bro, let's drop the AoE fire. Boom. And a boom. Dude, the level of destruction. I'm doing... This is disgusting. What the fuck, dude? Where do you even think you're going? You're dead, dude. I'm just gonna defend. I'll give a heal to this guy to keep him healthy. Dude, these units are nasty. They're nasty units. It's actually disgusting what is possible with these archers. 51 damage, dude. Dude. Oh my god. Legendary archers are insane. That is insane. And I got 600 research out of that? Oh my god, dude. Okay, we finished the tribunal. What do we research next? Yes, dormant enchantment. I want this for my battle mages because I want my battle mages to have the dormant seeking missiles, which will give them +1 range and 20% accuracy. That's amazing. I don't particularly care about fanatical workforce, but I will take dormant enchantment because I want that. Now, in my capital, the development is going quite well here. I should get a ritual pyre. I think I'm just going to plonk it down here on this forester. Yeah, I'll attract a population. I want my 3rd forester, so I'll pop it down there. Then I'm going to do a ritual pyre right here. That's going to be worth 16 mana per turn. The tithe collector would be great if I were to pop it down. I guess I could pop it down on the existing mine. You don't really need to super optimize this. But yeah, I would trade 5 mana for 16 gold. That seems pretty good. I'll drop it there. It doesn't need to be hyper, omega, giga optimized. I think just reasonable optimization is fine. I'll finish the ritual pyre. We'll get the tithe collector nice and quick. And then we can go for the Town Hall Pantheon, level 3, and then we can start getting Awakeners, dude. Oh, man. The Solar Nexus, City Stability from Research Posts and Conduits. The Awakeners are gross. Oh, man. It's all starting to come together. Now, this guy, I wanted to build him up as a little bit more of a frontliner, but also as a support unit. So I think I'm going to take Experienced Leader. I've actually come to really like that and not like the Restore ability. I mean, Restore is great, but the problem is I feel like in auto-resolve, your heroes overemphasize it rather than doing damage. So I feel like Experienced Leader lets you get to that, like, unit reaches their late game giga power way faster, which it feels is really powerful to me. This lady had a bunch of really good equipment. The Horn of Plenty is nice too. So I'm going to go ahead and sell her remains, and I'll come over to my hero. I will give my hero the Horn of Plenty. The Crown of Resistance is quite good too. I won't change my ring, but how about this guy? What do you want? I could give you the Giant's Bane over the Great Hammer. This would allow you to ride a horse, actually, the Giant's Bane. So if we compare the Great Hammer is a charge strike, 23 damage with 20% damage per hex traveled, whereas the Giant's Bane is 24 damage with that same stuff, but it's a heavy charge and it's a Giant Slayer. And we can also put him on a horse, so he's now more mobile. I'll give you Evoker Robes, because actually this will improve your Quake by about 3 damage, which ain't bad. So you could charge in and then Quake on people. So pretty decent setup I'm feeling right now. I think the main thing now is just to conquer the city. We don't need to do too much pillaging. We would just like to get our alignment down a little. We have met Anura the Cold-Blooded. I'll send her a welcome gift. The AI is doing like really, really well, but I'm not worried. So we're going to go up against quite a lot of stuff in this army, but we have defeated a lot of their outer forces, so we'll start the siege. I don't need to speed up the siege. What I really need to do is get efficient sieging. So I'm going to take Harass Defenders to do 20 damage to all of their units at the start of the battle. And I have a little bit of money, so maybe I could do something. I'm not going to construct onagers, that's 250 gold, it's a little bit too much. But maybe if we... Do they have many archers? Let me see. They do have a couple of archers and they're pretty leveled up. So I'm going to break their battlements so they don't benefit from the archer battlements, which gives them plus 20% damage in one range. So that'll make it... I think that's a pretty cost-effective way to make this siege go quite a bit easier. Yeah, I suppose what I'll do is I'll summon more zealots. Oh, this was not the place to summon a zealot. Let's retreat. But we'll pick up quite a bit of money from this. We got the Atrium of Light in Sunshrine, which is allowing us to continue to grow and develop the city. Let's go ahead and get the Market for Gold, then the Stonemason, and then the Tavern. This will increase the gold, the production, and then the stability. The city is having a slight stability problem, so we need to get it under control. So I'm curious to see if they're going to counterattack with these 2 army stacks they have here. It's likely that they will, or they'll try to defend their city with them. Okay, yeah, looks like they're going to counterattack. Now, I could catch this stack out in the open. So let me do a little bit of maneuvering around the city to make sure we can get a good surface area. I think I'll summon another zealot just to make this battle go a little easier. I'll auto-combat. These things are disgusting in auto-combat, so I'm likely going to lose something or take a lot of damage. Yeah, I took a lot of damage there. But there's not really much you can do against Awakeners, so if they have multiple Awakeners, it's going to be scary. Also, these Glade Runners are kind of scary too. We'll have to try to deal with those. Those are going to be high priority targets when the battle comes. Quite happy with this. We managed to get some pillaging off, which has brought us back down to evil, which is where we want to be. We want to be down in that evil area. Sunshine can annex another province. We have 2 farms. I think it would be good to get our second forester. Where will we put it? Here, for a little bit of extra mana, seems good. And that'll mean we can queue up a granary. Feeling really good. Tribunal can't be boosted, but it is 20 stability and a trickle of knowledge. My ruler has leveled up, so do I give him zeal? I think I do. Also, giving him condemned is actually really good now that most of my army has the anti-condemn ability. Benevolent Conquerors. This will be good to take later. All your units heal instantly and non-hero units gain +1 rank. I'll save that for a little bit later. I don't need any of these things. I will take advanced sensing so I can see a little bit further into the fog of war. But otherwise, we're feeling good about our current situation. Okay, they actually decided to counterattack. Now, I'm pretty sure I lose this if I auto-combat, but if I manually fight this, I think I can squeak out a win. Especially if I play left side here really hard. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use... It's a little bit tricky because if this guy immobilizes him with a net, it's kind of scary. But I'm going to use this guy as bait on the right side to try to trick a bunch of units to come over this way. But the vast majority of my army is going to play left. This, I need to do a lot of healing here. So it's going to be hard. I think we want to play around these rocks. So I'm going to push my zealots. Actually, I don't want to go that way. I want them to think that the closest enemy unit is this guy. So I'm actually going to peel my units back around this rock. Ideally, you're going to be behind my hero. That means my hero's going here. No, we're going to do this a tile back. No, we got to do it a tile forward. Yeah, it's got to be this position, I think. So I've got a healer here. I can just about catch this archer. And I need these archers to be at full health so they can do their full damage. It's actually quite important. Archer, archer, archer. Then ideally it would be pyromancer, pyromancer, but I can't quite fit those in there. So we'll just have to make do with this kind of compromise position. All right, let's see how the enemies act. Okay, these guys pushed left. These guys are hanging right. So this is exactly what we want. We want the enemy forces to be split in a way. Because they're like, oh God, what is he doing with this single hero over here? So they're like just a little bit cagey, you know? Now, I'm a little bit worried about this skirmisher. He's a 90% chance of immobilizing my unit for a turn, but it should be fine. Big thing here is a warding blessing on you. Let's keep this going. Bring forward the zealots. Oh no, undo. He got poisoned. I forgot. The little poison patch is always in every battle and it's really annoying. All right, so you got Shield of Light. You're providing defense mode to all these units. You're keeping these archers safe. I could overchannel for another heal. Let me have a look. You guys are slightly dealing less damage than you should, but I'm not going to overchannel. I should save the overchannel for later. All right, we're looking good. So they should look to approach us now. Yeah, here we go. Perfect distraction. Keep just distracting. I'm going to pop you forward a tile. Let's get our zealots in position on the front line. I'm okay with losing zealots here. I think I'm okay with losing zealots. I'm not okay with losing my archers. So the archers are the number one thing. Let's go ahead. Let me double check. What's your range? You can hit him. So we're going to go ahead and awaken your inner radiance. I'd like my... Yeah, perfect. I will have this pyromancer over here to the right and this sun priest over to the right, providing shielding. I'm going to awaken inner radiance here to give you guys range. Then I'm going to give you the true strike. I'm going to over channel. Oh shit. I meant to overchannel. It's okay. But we're going to focus fire this guy now. He has 100 health, so we should be able to kill him with 3 units cooperating. Hopefully a crit. No crit. No, sadly. But taking a hero out at the start of the battle is just, it's so good. The range we have is disgusting. This build is really fun. This wasn't the build that I thought I would find. So this is why I love experimenting with new things, because a lot of the time you're going to find something that's crap, but sometimes you're going to find something really good. So these guys are just confused. This feels abusive, but I am playing on brutal difficulty, and so like I'm playing like Legend of Total War. You know what I mean? You gotta abuse the AI. They're not fighting fair, so I'm not fighting fair. Now, why is you do not have seeking missiles right now? Okay, so let's awaken your inner radiance. I'm going to overchannel, and then I will give you all morale, and now you can hit this guy. bang, bang, bang. Amazing. Even a graze is honestly amazing at this range. Like, look at the range, dude. I really need to go for the Tome of Enchantment so that I can get up to 7 range on these guys. I think I'm going to do it next. It's got to be done. It's just so gross. Oh shit, if we set these tiles on fire, they have to run through fire to get to me, and then they're on fire and they take extra damage. That's amazing. Let's make sure we heal these archers. And I know that might sound insane because my archers are not very hurt, but the point of it is that by healing them, they'll actually do more damage. Now, these guys are just about in range to get you, so you need to just keep slowly peeling them to the right, and then eventually we'll reposition. All right, let's see what these guys do. Yeah, they're just sticking around healing, but I mean, I'm picking them off one by one, so they can heal all they want, but what they really need to do is to push forward. There we go. They marked us. My enemies are on fire, which is exactly where we want them to be. So, do you have a True Strike available? You do. Let's give True Strike. Do you want to drop a big fat AoE? Think you do. That's really efficient damage. A nice crit too, that's disgusting. You have a really good side shot on this guy, so you'll take it. You set him on fire, which makes the burning work. We need to take out these archers. That's a 90 damage shot, dude. Oh my god. Bro. These archers are disgusting. I've actually discovered like some sort of giga build. Holy shit. Bro, condemn this man to death. Get him out of here. My god. This might actually be like one of the grossest builds I've ever done. But now I can just bring this guy over here. But here's the thing. These guys are going to rout. Look. Their morale is low because all their allies are getting killed. Oh, man. Oh, this feels kind of cheap. Hey, listen. I'm up against overwhelming odds here, okay? All right, yeah, losing a zealot, that's okay. I'm okay with losing zealots because I can just resummon them. Zealots are definitely my expendable forces. So let's do another awakening. And what do you have in terms of... So you can one-shot this guy. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. And then you can one-shot this guy. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, guys, this is insane. This build that I've discovered, it's actually disgusting. The fact that I lost a single zealot in this build is like... for this level of destruction is insanity. And oh my god, dude. I didn't even know this was a thing that you could do in the game. I was just screwing around. I was like, I want to play an evil high order game. And it just turns out all this shit just synergizes so perfectly. I can just summon zealots now to replace my losses. It's just nasty. I don't even think I need this army stack over here. It's like a surplus. I can just delete this outpost now. It's not necessary. It served its purpose of giving me a forward healing point. I really do feel like I need to get the Tome of Art, not the Tome of Artifact, the Tome of Enchantment. If I got Seeker Arrows, dude, +1 range on my range units, can you imagine the long range destruction potential here? Plus the Rune Carver's Cap is quite good for draft and mana. Awakened Tools is an amazing ability. I'm having a hard time seeing a reason not to take this book. On the other hand, if I were to take the Tome of the Doom Herald, I would get the Doom Depth Trench, although I'm not that evil yet. Here's the thing. Is there any point in lowering people's morale? Well, I guess Prelude to Doom, I could make... It's really good. Prelude to Doom, Cause Despair, Joy Siphoners, and the Cruel Weaponry. Even the Banshee, with the Wail of the Banshee. It's hard to turn this down. This has a lot of potential. But if I go for the Tome of Enchantment, the +1 range is just gross. I have to do it, dude. It's too good. Do I also want Sundering Blades is the thing. No, I don't really care about Sundering Blades. I care more about Seeker Arrows. Otherwise, I'm happy. So my capital city is in a good spot. I could go for the Town Hall Tier 3. That'd be worth 10 gold per turn. I could go for the Masonic Hall. I could go for the Estate Hall. I think I would like the Estate Hall to allow the city to continue to grow really efficiently, and I'll go for the Masonic Hall as well, because if I ever run out of money, it'll mean that my produced merchandise will be really effective. Like, this will generate 31 gold per turn at my current level of production, which I feel is like a really good city. This city's just doing great. Christoph Munier has leveled up. So how are we building him again? Right, he's more of like a frontline support. So I'll keep giving him vigor, because I want him to have a lot of health. Ooh, battlefield looting is quite good, so I will take that, although maybe after I capture the city. Battlefield looting is just great passive gold income. So you have a Whirlwind Blade. Yeah, you have some Helm of the Dominator, Helm of the Warrior. So that's great. We're going to go ahead and, well, I could grant him his freedom. We'd have to fight him again. But then again, he'll return to his home, and then we can kill him again and gain his research ability. Because he's like a level 6 hero, right? Yeah, we could just get his research points again by killing him, by releasing him. That's amazing. And I get all of his items. Oh, dude, here's a Helm of the Warrior. Here's some leather armor. Helm of the Warrior is +1 defense and 10% damage. The leather armor says +1 defense. Vicious Killer could be handy. Poison Darts does give you a ranged ability. Now, do I want the Whirlwind Blade? This would take you off your mount, but it would give you big AoE. You already have a big AoE in the Quake, so I'd rather you just be mounted with the Giant's Bane, because, I don't know, I like the idea that you're just, you're mounted. All right, day 35 dawns. Let's go for the kill here. This should be pretty easy, no losses. Losing a Zealot that I just summoned for an auto-resolve. I'm going to take that, plus 650 research. Oh my god, dude. I think we absorb this city, the awakened catfolk, into our empire. I think that's what we do. We absorb them. We absorb them into our empire. We're going to take battlefield looting. This will give us a little bit of passive money gain as we continue to fight things on the map. And, yeah, dude, things are looking pretty good for us. We've got what I would consider to be a pretty well-established army. We've got 3 cities right now, which is the limit that we can have. And we've got a whole heck of a lot of potential stuff that we can clear out. We're also at tier 3 in the capital just about now. If I go for this Town Hall 3, I'll be able to start getting Awakeners, which is when I feel like this build is actually going to truly pop off. I'd like to recruit another hero, so let's have a think. Beast Trainer. Oh, recruitment of animal units. Order Adept. I don't really need Order Affinity. I'm going to wait until I have that city annexed to see if that gives me some more hero options. How do you guys feel about clearing this? Dude, and this shield unit. So he has exalted defense. When he enters defense mode, adjacent units gain bolstered defense. So now he is just providing even more survivability to my front line. I'm actually getting Frisian with how disgusting this is all starting to seem. Really, really exciting. Nice, there's Seeker Arrows. We will... Awakened Tools is amazing. 20 production, 20 draft. Yep, we'll take it. I'm going to immediately cast Awakened Tools on like all of my cities. Although I do need to be careful. Am I still in fake mana mode? No, I should be good. So yeah, Awakened Tools. Yeah, it does hurt your city stability, but that 20 production and 20 draft is like super good. When you're not recruiting units, it's like having 5 extra food. When you're not building buildings, it's like having 5 extra gold. I think it adds up to be just worth it to cast that spell on every city. It also means your economy develops faster. You can recruit units faster. We capture this guy's body again. There's no point in granting him a freedom. We'll just keep him. Zephyr Diama. Oh, you had a tier 2 Dwarven Hammer. Oh, right. Let's go ahead and sell your remains. So where are we going to go next, I think? I would like... here's what I would really like to do with Shinespire. Is I would like to build this up as a woodworking city. I would like to capture this Father Oak, and I would like to capture this Guardian Tree, and annex it to this city, and just... even if I could get down to this Father Oak as well, if I could have 3 Father Oaks, that means every forester in this city would be giving me 6 mana and 6 knowledge, which would be genuinely disgusting if I could pull that off. These can be quite hard to kill though, so I'm going to have a little peek in and see what kind of things I can do to clear it. So we met Gloom Hooknail, nice to meet you, bud. And, oh, a Harvest Festival, 251, Poorest Families, gain some Imperium. I feel like Imperium is harder to get, so I'll take the Imperium. So somebody has already built the Seat of Shadow, so we do need to keep that in mind. If somebody builds all of the things, we are going to have to go to war. But we do have a little bit of time to play around, I think. There's 3 Seeds of Shadows just went up. So Shadow tends to be the build that picks up the seeds first. Right, let's go ahead and look at this Father Oak. We'll cast Awakened Tools on the second city. Very nice. I will do Dormant Enchantment next as well. I also need to get Seeker Arrows. So yeah, we've got quite a bit now. We are going to be trying to go for more of a high quality, smaller army than like a really big Giga army. But Fanatical Workforce is only temporary. It only lasts for 3 turns. But then again, I mean... it's basically a 180 production injection, which could allow you to build up a city really quickly. I think I will take the Inquisitor here. It's a really strong tier 3 skirmisher unit. It has Zeal, it can inflict stuns. It could be a replacement frontliner for my Zealots, especially because of the sheer amount of damage that it can do, inflicting condemned, doing all that stuff. Plus it has a lot more health and a lot more defense. So I think this will just be a better frontliner for me compared to Zealots. When I start like designing my ultimate stack here, which is going to be probably like 2 Inquisitors plus a couple of Pyros, maybe even switch these out for Awakeners. I do have like an ideal stack, although I like the way that there's like just a ton of these golden trees around. It's kind of fun. Okay, let's stop pillaging here and we'll bring a Zealot back. We'll just keep these Zealots together. So let's have a little peek into the Father Oak. So we can aid the fairy and attack the Horned God, or we can leave them. So what are we up against here? We're up against a Horned God, an Entwined Scourge, an Entwined Protector, a Dread Spider Matriarch. All Flora obstacles are poisonous, and every 3 turns, all attacking units have a 90% chance of being poisoned. Okay. So thinking about the army stack that I want to take in here, they really aren't melee heavy. So I think if these Dusk Hunters were fully healed, I would take them in. So that's what I'm going to bring. Do I want to bring the Spring Fairy, the Budding Strength? I think I would like to bring a healer of some kind or another hero. The poison damage is going to stack up quite a bit. Yeah, I'm going to replace this Dawn Defender with an extra hero. I think that's the play. And I'm going to just wait a couple of turns to get these guys up on a little bit more health before I go in. Would it be good to bring a Pyromancer? No, they don't quite have the range of these archers. These guys just do so much damage. Plus they do fire damage, which I think these guys are weak to. If we do a little explore here. Yeah, they're weak to fire damage. They're strong against spirit. Oh, wow, they're really strong. We should be able to make it work. Now, unfortunately, they will be fearless in this battle. It's a high-risk battle, but I think we can make this work. Especially now that we have Seeker Arrows giving us extra range. We'll be able to outrange them and just do whatever we can. Dormant Enchantment also improving us. Need to be careful about how much mana we're spending, though. We're doing a lot of unit enchantment stuff. I guess I could take the Rite of Enduring Duty now. I just get all my units to max health. Plus, this support unit is now a legend, which means they have exalted resistance. Defense mode warding. So all adjacent units now have good magic resistance. I think we just go with this stack. Now, I'm curious what the auto combat does. It's probably going to fail us. Yeah. I can beat this battle. This is my ultimate battle. So how we want to be set up is my hero, archer, my hero, archer, support unit. Defend. You can't reach him for condemned. We should be able to take him out though. He is burning. Yeah, like they get these free summons, but I don't think they can do anything against us. Go ahead and awaken him. We'll go next turn. Oh, a little bit of damage. That's okay. He's summoning vines. That's his thing. He summons a little bit of vines. Hi, he's summoning more vines. Super effective against the AI, not super effective against me. All right. So can I get this kill? We are going to go ahead and we are going to cast Budding Strength here to give everyone strengthened. I'm also going to go ahead and awaken everyone. We can one-shot him. Can you one-shot him? You cannot. I'll get you to one-shot him. Boom, boom, boom. You're not even in range to attack me, so like I'm fine. We'll take out these tall treant boys. You will... You can't even condemn, just shield. Now I could run in with you, but that's not the goal. Your goal is to tank and keep melee units off of our archers so they can do the work here. All right, let's see how the AI responds to what I've just done. They're sapping my strength. That's okay. Alright, so they sap the hell out of my strength. I'm going to immediately cast an Inspiring Chant to bring not only my morale but my strength back up. I'm going to condemn this guy to make him weak. And then I will overchannel and then defense mode on my hero. So that's his purpose served. We're then going to cast another Inspiring Chant to bring us up to high morale and give us more strengthened. So where are we sitting on the strengthened? Okay, we've got two stacks of strengthened right now. Let's go ahead and awaken you. Now, you can cancel his retaliation. Why don't you do that? I think we'd like to... Well, we don't need to kill the Scourgers yet. I think we can kill the plant guy here because he's actually in a position to do a lot of damage to one of our units. Can you get this kill? Not quite. Boom, boom. And then we'll take him out. Perfect. So let's see how they hold up here. I think we're holding the line, man. Now, these guys are going to summon more plants, which is going to be tough. And we are dealing with poison. Okay, we've been entwined. Yeah, summoning more bullshit. Of course, throwing a bit of damage at us. I don't like that. We're going to go ahead and drop a Warding Blessing on this guy to bring his health back up. We need that health to be high. You're going to drop a Strengthening. This spider needs to go. You can kill this guy, which is your job. The spider needs to go. Because if it throws a web, it's bad news. Let's get him. Can you get this kill? You can. Perfect. All right, we're whittling them down. So I would say now what they have left are these two Horned Gods, which are very scary units, but they can't do a lot of damage. The Entwined Scourge is going to get some big hits on us next turn, but we should be able to deal with that. It's a lot of damage. Oof. It's a lot of damage. It's okay though, because these Entwined Gods, for some reason, whatever their AI is, they're like, oh, summon a million fighter things over here randomly. And then they don't realize that there's no point. A little silly. It's a little silly. Yeah, let's make sure these guys are awakened. Are you? You're not awakened. So I should awaken you, right? Yeah. Oh, wait, you might have been awakened, actually. You can one-shot this guy. Okay, we really need to kill this guy. And I think I can do that with a charge attack from you. I'm going to drop a big ol' heal on you first, though. And then bang. We're looking good, man. So we're just down to 2 Horned Gods to take out. Now, we are taking poison damage, which is kind of putting a bit of a ticking time bomb on this map. Which ain't great. Not going to lie. Don't love it. And look at them. They're running. They know. They know they're dead. Let's take this opportunity to condemn them, to make them weak to spirit, our stuff. Okay, yeah, we need to avoid running through plants. Throw your wand of poison dart here. I'm okay if this hero dies. Alright, yeah, they're summoning more plant dudes. Alright, let's keep on doing a little bit of warding blessing. Alright, let's see. 2 archers can reach this guy in the back. Can you get that kill, I wonder? Not quite. What if I awakened you? You should play it safe. Dude, this is a hard battle for the auto combat resolver, I feel like. Alright, here's the poison. Oh, big poisons. So I do have a way to deal with this, and I will show it. You are gonna go to here and hit the quake. Let's drop the strengthening, and oh, did I walk you too far forward? I think I did. I was trying to play it quite safe here with my unit's health. I don't want anyone to die. Right, let's drop the warding blessing. We can just about kill this support unit. You run in and get that kill. You heavy charge this guy. That's 38 damage. Here we go. This is it. This is the moment that we've been waiting for. It's an opportunity to kill. Come on. Come on. Don't you take this from me. No, not there. Damn it, I can't get in range. It's okay. He should die if he retreats. Ooh, the poison's hitting. Alright, that's kind of scary, because now all my dudes are in zones of control, which is not good. Okay, he tried to retreat, but he got hit. Unfortunately, I don't have an AoE spell. I have one more spell in me. When's your quake available? Already used. Like, kill this. Kill this. We'll have to cut our way through the plants. Oh yeah, he's taking the damage now. Get that fat charge in, baby. Let's make sure we condemn him too. I think we just actually annihilated this battle. All we have to do is kill that horned god. That's all we have to do. Drop. I guess I'll give this guy awakened. Drop the sapping bonus strength. And here we go. Shot in the back. He's flanked. Oh. Now you tell me that I don't know how to play the combat in this game, okay? You try to tell me. So we'll get 177 knowledge. That will speed up the research rate of the Inquisitor. I can get the Staff of Blossoms, which is a tier 3 primary. Ooh, support abilities grant regeneration to affected units. That's actually really damn good. Thunderbird Mount. Don't care about that. I get a Summer Fairy and an Autumn Fairy. I can get those in another way. I don't want the good alignment. I'm going to take the Staff of Blossoms, and I think the next hero that I recruit is going to be a support hero based around regeneration. Oh man, we just got our first Father Oak. That is huge. We're going to be able to make entwined thralls, protectors, and scourges. This was a big moment for my empire, actually. We managed to perfectly achieve our goals. So, looking at Tyrannus Squall, we could take Vigor 2. And I do like the idea of taking Vigor 2 to just keep him getting tankier and tankier. Rallying Blessing is quite good here. Mass Rejuvenation? Also really damn good. The fact that it's a repeatable heal. I think I'm going to take Mass Rejuve. Definitely have this guy built up as like a sit at the front and heal the hell out of your army kind of guy. This is like a 28 damage heal over the course of 3 turns. So really, really great. Cloud in a Bottle gives you that wet thing. I don't need to change. I mean, the Visor of Farsight is probably slightly better than the Crown. And you also leveled up. So Demon Step is pretty good because we could Demon Step into Quake. Which feels like a really powerful way to make use of this hero. Demon Step, Quake. So I'm going to take Demon Step. Now, in order for him to effectively use that ability, he's going to need to have some defensive abilities. So I'm going to start training up his defense. Because if he just teleports into the middle of a bunch of enemies and dies, it's like no use to anyone. Do you know what I mean? Right, so let's reorganize our armies. I think you're not meant to be in this stack. You're supposed to help protect. Then this stack joins with you. This is my support stack. I'll leave the Zealots in charge, and then we can start moving on south. Because if I zoom out a little bit, you can see there's actually quite a bit of stuff down here that I need to clear. Like a ritual circle, this army, this army, this army, there's an army there. So I'll run down here, maybe I'll clear out a bit of this stuff, maybe grab the Father Oak. And then I'll consider going to war with North Peak, because I'd like to get a city of fiendish rodents. Be quite nice. Brilliantly, we have finished recruiting or researching the Inquisitor. Don't really need Sundering Blades. We'll take it. Probably won't cast it. We got the Stonemason in the cap, or in Sunshine. Tavern and Thing are still coming. Masonic Hall is done in here. Do I want to go for the Merchant's Guild? Ooh, here comes an invasion. We'll need to deal with that. Let's start recruiting a new army. So I'm thinking 2 Dusk Hunters, a Pyromancer. When's my next rally? I'm going to muster the lieges right now to make it come a little sooner. Actually, I changed my mind. Here's what I'm going to do. Over here in Sunshine, I'll recruit Dawn Defender and a Dusk Hunter. In here, I'll get the Pyromancer and a Dusk Hunter. And then maybe we'll figure out what we'll do in terms of a support unit. Maybe we'll get another fairy. But Loria can actually expand again. Now we've got 3 farms, 3 quarries, and 3 lumber mills, which is like the baseline of what you want to get when you're developing a city efficiently, in my opinion. I mean, there are scenarios in which you should consider rushing like a Smith's Guild. if you really want to. Is a Smith's Guild what I want to do with this city? I guess we do have an Everwell. I just don't know enough about the terrain or map to really make a decision on that. We could technically get to a Slitherer's Den. I don't know. I'd like to get the Tranquility Pool inside my empire. And it would be good to get a research post so that I could build the academy. So I'll build the academy and... Ooh, do you know what I really need? A bathhouse. The stability in here is quite low. So I'll take the bathhouse here. That's 40 stability. Plus the bathhouse XP is quite nice too. We have now unlocked Justified Wars. So we'll have grievances against people of the Order Affinity. We could go for Metropolitan Society to give extra income to cities that share a border with our throne city. I don't think we need to do that. I think we'll just hold on to our Imperium until good options appear. All right, brilliant. We now own the city of Sunshrine. Zetavaka, World Shaper. We've met her. I'll send her a little gift. No reason not to. Everyone seems to kind of like me, which is good, because if we can get allies, maybe we might go for an expansion victory this game. I'm not sure how I want to play, but I just know I want it to be like a tyrant. The Seed of Nature has been built. I think we got to cull these guys because we want that evil action. Let's auto combat. Any losses? All right, I'll fight this real quick. It's quite annoying when you have 18 units going into a battle because what should be a really quick battle actually takes a little bit of time. Let's awaken this guy. Can you now attack him? You can. Give him a little bit of marking. And then we'll set up an army here on the right in a defensive-ish formation. All right, let's see what they do. All right, the horse comes straight for us. The ogre comes straight for us, right? They're just going, man. Which is honestly kind of good for me because they're spreading out. Let's do the amazing thing that we do with this guy. And then we'll do a little chant. Immediately start taking these boys on. Finish him. Kill the bird. The phoenix needs to die, actually. That's quite a good one. Kill the bird. Units are just like siege. Let's awaken you. The bird won't take too much damage. I could charge him. I will charge him. Boom, boom, boom. I need you to go for the bird. And then I need you to come around here and drop a little heal on this guy. As per the danger horse must be dealt with. Post haste. Bang, bang, bang. And then Zealot. Thank you. Danger horse has been annihilated. I would say that was a pretty successful turn. Let's see what people do. Oh wow, he came in for the big damage. So I need to kill everything on the map before the Phoenix responds next turn. So how can I make that work? Well, I could do 33 damage. Good. I can do 51 damage. God, these archers are insane, dude. I can kill the Phoenix here. Perfect. How do you feel about killing this boy? Easy. And then, boom, easy. Very nice. Loving it. Really fantastic. No need for auto-resolve. But yeah, welcome to the city of Shinespire. I'm going to go ahead and annex a Father Oak to this city. That'll give it a 20% production boost, which is amazing. I'm going to start snaking our way down to this Father Oak too, hopefully. We'll see. I will turn off the balanced income here. I'll manually assign it. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I can recruit a new hero. Beast Trainer or Order Adept? God, neither of those heroes are good. I'm hoping out for a better hero. That's what I'm really hoping for. I don't want to fight right now, so I'll just wait a turn. Oh my god. These zealots are legends. They're brawlers? What does that do? Plus 10 hit points and plus 1 defense. Wow. That actually makes them really strong. Tier 1 units. That's kind of crazy. We're not going to cast Sundering Blades. We will be now going for the Tome of the Doom Herald, because that was like my OG plan. And that'll push us towards tier 3 books. I will be going for Joy Siphoners and Cruel Weaponry. So let me do lock in Cruel Weaponry and we'll take Joy Siphoners. Then, wait, let me check my research. Yeah, I don't want the Banshee. Well, I wouldn't mind the Banshee, but I don't want it. Do you know what I mean? All right, let's go ahead and start repairing all the province improvements in here. Some of these might get deleted, some of them might be kept, but it's quite an expensive endeavor. And the city of Shinespire will just for 3 turns produce merchandise while we get to work on getting the city back in order and start spamming out these lumber mills and turn this into a draft production. But I tell you what, that is going to be the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the conquest of Shinespire. I feel like we're in a really strong position now. I love you all very much and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.